He says, he's he might be beating you, but you can't divorce him because as you need to have sex with him before you can remarry your former husband. Because this is one of Allah's amazing revelations that anyone who is divorced, they can't remarry that person unless they have sex with someone else
Yeah,
first.
when you read that in the Sharia, it is so disgusting. It's so detailed, and you're like, this is disgusting. You have to go, oh. And the thing is, if you read the Hidayah, this adult woman can have, as long as she can find even a boy, a little boy, as long as the boy can get it up, she just has to kind of, let's just say, step on it and then step off, and it's all good. But she can use literally a little boy, underage, a minor. It's legal. It's crazy. It's insane. Yeah, I just want to mention there was this here where Abu Bakr. I mean, there's just this. The Prophet said, "Leave her, as she does more than this." Right, and because Aisha apparently used to really give him a hard time, and once there was an altercation between the Prophet and Aisha when they found Abu Bakr as their judge. Aisha said to the Prophet, "Don't you speak, but don't speak except the truth, because she used to accuse him of lying." And at once Hadrat Abu Bakr gave her such a slap that blood began to ooze from her mouth. So I mean, they beat her. Even her father beat her, and Muhammad did nothing about it. I mean, this was. I mean, where do you find Jesus slapping people that blood begins to ooze from women's mouths? It's just insane. You know. Um, it's just really. I mean, oh, by the way, this is something that people might also really enjoy. Um, this is also Aisha. This is a legitimate Sahih hadith from Ghazali himself. Aisha angrily said to the Messenger of Allah, "It is you who pretend to be a prophet from Allah. It is you who pretend to be a prophet from Allah." And of course, Muhammad said the superiority of Aisha over other women is like the superiority of burgers over other meals. Right? So I don't want to call him or her a liar. I'll just leave that at that. That is your thoughts. Anything? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's very consistent, right? It has no sympathy for Aisha, has no sympathy for this woman who is being beat. The the narrator of this hadith even feels he needs to add, it's the habit of women to support each other. How dare those women look out for another woman who's being beat by her husband? That's the only reason she even brought this up in the first place. Muhammad's perfectly justified in ignoring the fact that she's being beaten and says, go back to your former husband. To finish the story here, so Muhammad, after saying, right, you can't divorce him or you can't go back to your previous husband because you haven't had sex with this guy. He notices that Abdul Rahman has his two boys with him, and he says, "Are those your sons?" And Abdul Rahman says, "Yes." And the Prophet says, "You claim what you claim." So saying this to the woman, you claim that he's impotent, but by Allah, those boys resemble him as a crow resembles a crow, i.e., Muhammad, in his genius, determines because he had boys in the past, was able to get it up in the past. That means that she's definitely lying about this, that she definitely, or he definitely is able to get it up. He definitely is able to satisfy her sexually. So she's just a liar. She deserves to be beaten. He doesn't feel any empathy for her whatsoever. Go back to your husband who's making your skin turn green so he can make your skin turn green some more. Muhammad, the bearer of burdens.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is crazy. Where do they get this morality or lack thereof?
I, I don't know. It it's very dark looking at this. But again, this isn't me saying this. This is your own sources saying this. I did not write Daif Bukhari. Imam Bukhari recorded this hadith, passed on from a chain of narrations from good, faithful Muslims. They did not see a problem with this. They thought this was a good moral teaching that you see this woman is lying about her husband by Muhammad's terrible logic, therefore she deserves to be beaten. And it's only because Aisha is one of those silly women who tries to support each other, one of those women deficient in religion and intelligence, that this took place in the first place.
Wow. Yeah, that, yeah.
All right, so I didn't want to end with all this dark, horrible stuff, so I left entertaining guests to last. This one's more just fun. It's not that horrific in comparison to what we've seen. But even on this trivial thing, right? Even on this trivial thing where Muhammad was supposedly a great dinner host, he was supposedly really good at hosting parties before he was a prophet. Even on this thing, Allah explicitly tells him to stop doing that. From the Quran, Surah 33, verse 53. O you who have believed, do not enter the houses of the prophet. Houses plural, by the way, except when you are permitted for a meal without awaiting its readiness. But when you are invited, then enter, and when you have eaten, disperse without seeking to remain for conversation. Indeed, that was troubling the prophet, and he is shy of you. But Allah is not shy of the truth, and when you ask for something, ask them from behind a partition. That is pure for your hearts and their hearts, and it is not for you to harm the messenger of Allah or to marry his wives after him ever. Indeed, that would be in the sight of Allah an enormity. So if you go to Muhammad's guest house as a dinner guest and you really like Muhammad and you want to stay there all night talking to him because you're having a good time, don't do it. Leave his house immediately. He has women to get to. He has many sexual activities to commit to tonight. He has no time for you being a friend to him. You need to leave that house right away, because if you stay, that is a grievous offense in the sight of Allah. That's one of the worst things you can do, is overstaying your welcome at Muhammad's house. Or, after he dies, remarrying his widows. They must remain widows forever because Muhammad is the only man that's allowed to touch these women. They're his women. They belong to him. Do not interfere in this matter. So Allah takes the good host Muhammad, who's too shy to tell you that you're annoying him, and says, stop doing that. Muhammad's a busy man. Get the heck out of there as soon as you're done eating.
And he's just so weird.
And keep in mind, this is the eternal word of Allah, written from before the foundation of the universe. Has this all-important verse to not overstay your welcome.
I just want to show something on that. This is just so weird, right? This is Aisha. This is in the Sirah. Since we're discussing, this is from a very famous Sirah.